arrived at Oceti Sakowin, Standing Rock, on November 21st, 2016. On November 20th, over 300 peaceful and unarmed water protectors had been hosed with water cannons in below freezing temperatures by the Morton County Sheriff's Office in defense of the Energy Transfer Partners Dakota Access Pipeline. The water protectors had arrived to camp to engage in prayerful action, and yet this place seemed more like a war zone than anything else. As I arrived, the mood was energized yet somber, confounded beyond belief that it was somehow advisable to subject hundreds of people to hypothermia who were raising their voices in dissent. Not just human voices, but the voice of the land, the animals, and first and foremost, the water. As I made my way through the camp for the coming weeks, the prayers remained, the sacred fire burned, and the commitment to the waters only strengthened. Exposed to so much passion for life, being there I could only marvel at the beauty, the likes of which the people at Energy Transfer Partners seemed to be afraid to behold. Since my time at Standing Rock, and its eviction on February 22nd, 2017, I've been holding close to heart the medicine offered to me there, the medicine of right action, of knowing so deeply what is in service to life that we put our own lives on the line for it, an understanding of the next 7 generations that link what we do now with who they get to become, what world they get to love, the health of the soil they rise from. The campaign opened me to the possibilities available when we align ourselves with Indigenous movements, seeing the ways in which they beautifully come to stand in solidarity with all life in an effort to decolonize and liberate it. Now, this is not to romanticize Indigenous cultures as a homogeneous group, for Standing Rock showed us how different elders pray and how they hold actions as either prayerful or not. From my place in Red Warrior Camp, a direct action camp that focused on stopping construction on the site, there was a clear division in thought about what prayerful action was, as some elders would say, "No, we only pray," while others said, "Stop the pipeline by any means necessary." In February of 2018, I found myself in another Indigenous solidarity movement, heralded by the Buffalo Field Campaign, where many of the Indigenous elders were of the Sioux tribes and present at Standing Rock. Approximately 4,000 of the once 60 million buffalo roam free within the park, and various government agencies, including the Department of Livestock and Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services, are working with ranchers to reduce the herd size under the pretense that the buffalo pass along a virus called brucellosis to the cows, though there has never been any official evidence of this occurring. These same wild buffalo showed up in Oceti Sakowin in October of 2016 in a massive herd. This moment with the buffalo renewed the people and the movement, as it was seen of a rising of not just the humans impacted, but all creatures. BFC has been out there for 21 years in the name of the buffalo. By the work of Rosalie Little Thunder, of the Sikangu Lakota Oyote, of the Rosebud Sioux tribe, who walked 500 miles from Rapid City, South Dakota, to Yellowstone's northern entrance in Gardner, Montana, to Tanka Oyate Mani. They walk for the Buffalo Nation. It's a spiritual act to stop the slaughter of the last of the wild buffalo. These creatures are the sacred relatives of the Sioux, and BFC was founded on that relationship. These buffalo belong to the Yellowstone River watershed, a main tributary that feeds into the Missouri River, the very same river that Energy Transfer Partners runs tar sand oil underneath. Connected by the waters and a shared history of familial ties, the Sioux rise again to help protect that which cannot be brought back, that which connects people and earth, that which is in the service to all life. This campaign for the buffalo revealed to me the deep roots and far-reaching tendrils of interconnection that weave together the work of Indigenous movements. What's more, as the work carries from one place to another, from each impacted community to another, so do the prayers, the lineage, the love, and the commitment to living in a right way. The sacredness of these actions is built into the marrow of the bodies that rise. The role of the sacred is not added on. It is front and center to the initial step of showing up. As the water shows us the interconnectedness of each moment, of each being, we recognize that what Standing Rock did was much more than stage a massive occupation. It woke us all to the truth of the matter, that there is nowhere to look where a connection cannot be made, and each connection invites us deeper into the sacred. It is not a collection of battles to be won. It is a web of life that requires stitching back into its most whole form.
So I guess we could just start with what the buffalo mean to so many people. I had the honor of starting this campaign with the traditional Lakota elder Rosalie Little Thunder, and one of the first things she told me when we first decided to start this Frontlines campaign was, she's like, Mike, I'm real honored that you love these animals so much that you're willing to dedicate your life to it, but I want to tell you how sacred they are to our people. And she says, I come from a tribe that calls itself Tatanka Oyate, and the closest that translates to your language is we come from the Buffalo Nation. And these animals that you are so enthralled to love and care about are not animals to me and my people. They're our relatives, and that's how sacred they are. And you know, when you think of what we're carrying for so many people, you know, a lot of First Nations people live on reservations. They're extremely poor. They don't have the luxury to come out here and protest the buffalo slaughter. They're busy trying to feed their families and get rid of epidemics like diabetes from the food commodities programs they've been feeding them. And so, you know, when I'm told that hundreds of people are doing sweats for you and prayers for you, and just, you know, because we are doing the work they feel they should be doing but can in a lot of cases. And so having that honor bestowed on you, you know, that's what keeps me strong.